Hi, this is Gigi Percario, Secondary Instructional Coach at Springford Area School District. Today we're going to be making a Google form, which is going to be used as a quiz or form of assessment in Google Classroom. So we're going to do it in our Drive today because that's an easy way to create quizzes, share them with other teachers, since it's nice to divide up the work and conquer. So first thing I'm going to do is go to my waffle block, click on Drive. Now here I am in my Drive. I want to create something new today. So I click on New, scroll to the bottom, More. I'm going to shoot off to the right here, Google Forms, click on this arrow, and I get blank form. So right now it's opening up a blank form. First thing I'm going to do is name my quiz. I'm going to call it Sample Quiz, Unit 8, Lessons 1 to 4. Okay, so this is what I'm going to name it so that when I see it in Google Drive, I'll know exactly what unit it's for. If I want to use it in years down the road, I know what I have done. I can revise it, whatever. If I click on the file name here, it's going to copy and repeat whatever is written in this top text box up here. If I wanted to even get more detailed, I could put something here. Most important thing to do is to go to the Settings tab over here. And we are, as you can see, there's a General section, Presentation, or Quizzes. Very important, we want to click on Quizzes, and we want to slide this bar here, just click on it, and this way we're letting Google know that we want to make this a quiz. And then the last thing I want to do is save this. Okay, so right now, this has been turned into a quiz. If you notice off to the right, I have various tools here. This top one, the plus one, allows me to add questions. First thing I want to do is maybe add a short answer, which is I want all my students to put their name. Maybe I want to tell them first name and last name, so they have a title. This is required, so I'm going to hit this tab to the right. Okay. All right, let's add a new question, which is going to be the first question for our quiz. If you notice, there's a menu that pops up, and let's just stick with multiple choice. So my first question is, what are the white fluffy objects in the, geez, can't spell, sky? Okay, so let's give them some options. We're going to put the sun, we'll put some stars, we'll put the planets, and last we'll put clouds. We could add a last option that would be none of these, and so forth. So right now, these are my options. This is what my question would look like to my students. I'm going to click on the box down here that says answer key, which allows me to choose clouds. That's the answer I would hope my students would respond to. And I'm going to give it 1 point. All right, at this point, I'm going to hit done. If I wanted to, if I like this question and maybe I want to change some of my wording, I could hit duplicate. If this question, I realized I did something completely wrong, I could delete it. But for right now, I'm requiring it for all of my students. I'm going to duplicate it. So now that I have duplicated it, I'm going to click here and just change what are the, let's say, sparkly objects in the sky. So this time I've changed my question. I've altered it a little bit. So I want them to recognize that sparkly objects in the sky are the stars. I'm going to unclick clouds. Again, I'm going to keep it as 1 point, and I'm going to hit done. So now my quiz has 2 questions. I can keep building my quiz to include more questions. There's also a nice feature called checkboxes. So let's add a new question for our students, and maybe we would want them to check all of the boxes that are planets. So here maybe I would list some names of planets. So I'm just listing some things. Um, Saturn, and maybe down here we'll put Juno. Okay. So answer key, I've clicked answer key. So I'm going to say Mercury and Saturn are correct choices. I'm going to give it 2 points since I'm hoping I want my students to click on these two here. Chattanooga and Juno are not correct. Make sure I want to hit done. Okay, so in this case, I've used check boxes. So I'm looking for my students to select the options that are correct. Again, I'd want this to be required. Um, and right now I have 3 questions in my quiz. If I click, I've noticed I have this box down here that I haven't used. I can delete this. And right now up at the top, I have a 4-point quiz. It's titled, the name, and there are 3 questions. I can add additional questions at any point. Obviously, this is automatically saved because it is in Google. I can upload this into my classrooms. I could share it with other teachers, and so on. I want to show you up at the top here where we have responses. Once my students respond or take this quiz, my information would be listed here with some really nice charts, pie graphs that would show me students, all the students that answered A, B, C, or whatever out of my multiple choice. I could also download my data into a spreadsheet. There it would list, like Excel, it's going to list in Google Sheet form with the name and all the answer choices that my students did for this quiz. So this is a great tool. It auto grades for you, which is fantastic. Gives you that feedback so you can see how your students are doing. Hope this helps. Please reach out to a coach if we can be of any assistance. There are a lot more features, but today I was just showing you how to create a very simple quiz. Have a great day and stay calm.